Hey there, Whitney Fellowship Youth. It's Jason again. I hope you're having a good start to this extended time off that we're all having. I want to start by letting you know if you have the ability, if you have your own Facebook account, or maybe through your parents, or just going on to Whitney Fellowship and their website. Brother Dell delivered a wonderful sermon this weekend. It's very topical, um, very relevant to our current situation. So if you get a chance, I'd like to recommend that you take the time to take a look at that and take a good listen. It's really, really good information. The key verse that Dell kept going back to in that sermon was Matthew 6:25. And I wanted to do a little bit of my own expanding on that Bible study to hopefully help you guys out during this time. The verse reads like this. It says, "Therefore I say to you, take no thought for your life, what you should eat or drink, or what clothes you will wear." I underlined three key words in that verse, and I'd like to discuss them with you now. The first one is therefore, and we know because I've beat it into your heads at this point that therefore always means, hey, what's it there for? So first off, what is it there for? Well, in the previous verses in chapter 6, um, Matthew spends a lot of time with Jesus' words talking about um, giving to the needy, prayer, and making sure your treasures are in heaven, not of this earth. The second word, sorry, I'm going from notes here, guys. The second word that I underlined was thought. It says, give no thought to your own life. And the Greek word there can also be understood to mean anxiety or worry. Some translations even word it directly as don't be anxious, don't worry. Um, and this verse is telling us clearly that the things of this world are not what we should be focused on. I wrote a couple of words down from another study from Pastor John MacArthur. He's a great pastor. Maybe you get on and YouTube some of his stuff. But he offered up some things that God could be using positive during this time of trial. One of those is to humble us. Another is to wean us from worldly things, to make us realize that we can live with less. Another is to reveal what we truly love. I mean, in this time, if you're hoarding or focusing too much on one thing instead of the other, that's what you love. And also to help others in trial. So if you've got friends or family that are having a hard time right now because of all these restrictions and what's going on, it's certainly worth looking into their well-being and making sure that they're okay. The other word that I underlined here was life. This is give no thought to your own life, and here that word best means your soul, not this short and finite life that we have here on earth, but rather your eternal soul. And we as Christians know that in that eternal soul that we have hope for everlasting life. Lastly, the verse goes on to talk about these other worldly things, what you'll eat, what you'll drink, the clothes that you'll wear, and really how much none of that makes any difference, not in the matter of eternity. So during this tough time, youth group, I want you to know that we need to focus on what's important. We need to focus on our relationship with Christ and what he tells us to do while we're here on earth. We need to focus on the eternal heavenly and not the short-term worldly. I want you to know again, we're praying for you. I'm praying for you every day. I really miss seeing you guys. I know the other parts of our youth team feel the same, and they're more than happy to reach out to you and talk with you. Um, Man, if you just need to get a hold of us, just drop a line down in the comments there. Like the video, share it with your friends, and let's all get through this together. Okay? Love you guys. Praying for you. We'll talk to you again soon, and I'll let you know as soon as youth group gets back up together again. Thanks.